Have no fear, ETHZilla is here. Happy Monday morning. Happy bullish Monday morning. And boy, do we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about a week in crypto. Fed set stablecoin showdown. Spot trading gains momentum. This is actually a really good read right here. And some may know that I actually issued the Solana challenge. The 10 Solana challenge. Now I have a Solana price prediction. Is Solana about to go to $1,000? Solana price prediction article. Also, we got to talk about this Bitcoin Treasury, crypto Treasury. Bitcoin Treasury's top 1 million. Bitcoin as firms risk delisting from New York Stock Exchange. Interesting article, interesting read here. Coinbase did list World Liberty Financial and USD1 stablecoin. We're going to talk about that. But the big news of today is I open my phone. Oh, let me show you guys this here. Let me give you guys a so you can see this. Open my phone. What do I see? Zebec melting portfolios globally. Yeah. 0.0041 coming in at 11% this morning. And it's been on fire. Because on 9/7, it was at 0.0037. I hope you bought the dip this weekend because it's on fire today. So I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Crypto News. I am the Hidden Gem Hunter, the Portfolio Melter. I have been documenting my journey on the greatest wealth transfer. Documenting my journey on the greatest wealth transfer in the history of humanity. We've been going live since 2016. We need 333 thumbs up. And this morning, Zebec is coming in at 11% on the 7-day, but on the daily, it's coming in at 11%. So this is really interesting right here. And we got a really interesting read. We got a bunch of good news. Zebec price, Solana price, crypto treasuries, crypto headlines. Woke up this morning, what do I see? ZBCN melting portfolios globally. Oh, huge announcement from XP Market. Huge announcement from XP Market. So we got a lot to talk about today. You guys can take a brief moment, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Oh, 90-day fitness challenge on fire. Hope you guys ready. 90-day fitness challenge on fire. I'm trying to tell you, y'all seen them clips from I was in the gym yesterday, hitting the gym hard. And I mean hard. Matter of fact, I think I almost hurt myself. I think I'll talk about that momentarily. Miss C. Elizabeth, first member in the building. Liz, good morning, Liz. How are you today? Ken Moon Crew, good morning. Ali, bullish economy. Elizabeth. XRP Rude Boy. Tony S knows Zebec is the future of payments and payroll. Bullish Chris T, the OG and the Bullish family. Brandon Patch, 5-year member. What up, Brandon? Good to see you, sir. Carmichael, Stay Hungry 101. And Elizabeth, doing well. I'm very happy to hear that. I had an amazing weekend. We hit the gym hard this weekend. Shout out to B Rocket, who makes the Zebec Power. The Zebec Power. Zebec payroll and payments are the future. I like to fix this where you can pop out this chat. If you could pop out the chat, I'm going to work on that later. Brandon Patch knows. Brandon Patch knows. Oh, yeah, you see where he's on time today. Early. First one to post it. Well, is that the first one to post it? Shout out to Devon and RG. We actually put our Telegram up today. Oh, shout out to Elizabeth. Here's our Telegram right here. Oh, VA. Good old Monday. What up, IBF? I see you putting in that work, ETHZilla. You damn right. Because we're coming for the #1 spot. Matt Osti dropped this in our Telegram this morning. Interesting read. And we're actually going to talk about this. This is actually a really good read. It talks about how we are at the beginning of the most massive bull run that is ever going to witness. We're at the beginning of the most massive bull run you're ever going to witness. Oh, crypto combos dropped this morning. Bitcoin will hit 200K. Damn right. Android Zebec Master's in there. Android Zebec Master. NASDAQ seeks SEC approval to let investors trade tokenized stocks on chain with equal priority. NASDAQ seeks SEC approval. Forward Industries raised $1.6 billion private placement to boost the Solana Treasury. This is actually what inspired me to do the research on Solana this morning, because everybody knows I issued the 10 Solana challenge. Gold reaches new all-time high. Bradley C., happy Monday. One day closer to the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. Brad knows. Brad knows. Spelled it wrong. Spelled knows wrong, but hey, no time to go back right now. This is the article. I did drop some news in our Telegram this morning. Forward industry stock market as firm pivots being Solana Treasury. The Solana Treasury. So we're going to talk about that. Oh, I dropped this in the Telegram this morning. This is the guy that beat Pac-Man. The guy that beat Pac-Man. The man who beat Pac-Man. Who remembers Pac-Man? His perfect score on Pac-Man was 3,300,000. 3,333,000 and 333.60. It's exhausting just to say it. Tell him, sir. He began in the competitive world of pinball, and then he beat Pac-Man. It's actually a really good video, because I was a big-time Pac-Man fan growing up, for those that don't know. I think we all might play Pac-Man. But what's interesting is I have no idea that Pac-Man went that far. Because basically, we're used to like the slow game. Get the little balls, get the Pac-Man's eating. But once you get to another level where the screen's split in half, and actually sent the video to the Pac-Man creators, and they said, bro, we never seen nobody even get that far. We didn't even know the screen split in half like that. They said it must do that because there's not enough memory to share the whole screen. That's how far you made it. So he beat Pac-Man. He beat Pac-Man. Anybody here ever beat Pac-Man? Chad Bennett from Michigan knows he beat Pac-Man too. Chicago episode 2 crypto combos. Oh, 90-day fitness challenge. 90-day. That was yesterday. This is Zebec top performer. I posted this in the Telegram earlier this morning. Zebec was the top performer on crypto.com. ZBCN. Top performer. There's a screenshot on the daily, up 9%, 0.0042. You guys see I dropped Zebec news in the Telegram. Bam. And then on the weekly, it's up 12%. Zebec is up on 12% in 1 week. Zebec is on fire. Don't sleep on Stronghold. SHX challenge is on fire. Stronghold, SHX. We issued the 200K SHX challenge. 200K. Oh, Bradley C says, I love small green candles in the morning. Me too, sir. Crypto, Divine NRG shared Finks 0.000002. Is that Finks? What's that? Finks on XRPL? Got that many zeros? What's this, Divine? Bitcoin dominance is at 41%. Ethereum, XRP, BNB, dominance. Come back to it. So I wanted to give you guys a quick sneak peek at our Telegram group. That's Telegram. That's one of the baddest crypto groups in cryptocurrency. One of the oldest families in cryptocurrency. Happy Monday. You know, Monday is the best day of the week. Monday is the best day of the week. What's this? XRP downtrend could flip into 85% rally. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to say Devon knows crypto. What else we got in here? That keeps on going back to the beginning. So this is our Telegram sneak peek, 90-day fitness challenge. Anybody else time to the gym? Crypto combos. Oh, here goes Pool Player. He knows about the Solana challenge. It's making history. Good morning, Pool Player. Throwback BTC has been declared over 440 times. Believe it or not, when I first got in crypto, that was like a big thing. First got involved in crypto in 2016. We used to think crypto was over every other week. Oh man, crypto's over. Crypto's over. Like, because we really didn't know if crypto was going to make it or not, because there was no regulatory clarity. There was like a lot of big dreamers in 2016, 2017, 2018, but there was no clarity on crypto. So every time we turn around, we're like, oh my God, crypto's dead. It's over. It's over. And the next thing you know, next morning it's on fire again. I'm like, oh my God, FOMO. Time to FOMO again. So let me see. Bitcoin has been declared over 440 times. 100 invested each time would have been 115 million today. Good God. Yeah. Where are they? Now, the only thing I don't understand is, like, once you share this in the Telegram, how can they go to the article if they want to go directly to the article? Or do you say, this is the link to it? Open this link. I actually never went to the link. I kind of like just read the news. Silver is at 2.3 trillion. Bitcoin is at 220 trillion. Meta is at 8.9 trillion. Cryptocurrency is the future. What's this? 8.9 Solana. SSR entities just entire the strategic SOL reserve now holds 8 million SOL. Okay. That's going to go really good with the article we're about to cover momentarily. What you think, Crypto Clay? Good morning, sir. How are you today? I have no fear. Crypto Clay is here. Bulls family number one. The greatest family in crypto. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Isaac Jones. How are you today, sir? Oh, okay, let's start with the prices. We'll start with the prices today. And we'll start with Zebec first. Damn! This morning, Zebec is coming in at 0.0041, up 9% on the daily. I'm like, no way. So Zebec is breaking out big time. You could have bought Zebec at $370 per 100K yesterday. This morning, it's $410 per 100K. Or $4,000 per million that you could have just got for $780. Woo! You're up $3,000 on your challenge on that one? Yes, you are. Okay, hold on. You're up $3,000 on that challenge? Yes, you are. .0041. Zebec is coming in at 9% on the daily. On the 7 days, Zebec is coming in at 10% at .041. You could have bought Zebec yesterday at $350. Oh, that's 9-1. This month you could have got Zebec $350 per 100K. Now we're at 410 per 100K. That's pretty interesting right there. Let me go to the top 10 to 20 maybe. Boom. Crypto today's market is coming in at $3.88 trillion, $4 trillion. When I first got involved in cryptocurrency, we was barely 600 billion for the total ecosystem, $600 billion. 600 billion the total ecosystem. Now we're at $4 trillion. And we're going to 10 trillion, 30 trillion. Bitcoin's coming in this morning at $112. It felt like yesterday Bitcoin was at 3,500. You seen the article Devon shared, you know, you could have put $100 in Bitcoin since what, 2013? Imagine if you would have found Bitcoin in 2013, Crypto Clay. You have 4,000 for a milli. Yeah, they tell me, Clay, they still better get that for sure. Bitcoin's coming in at 112,000 this morning. Ethereum is coming in at $4,334. XRP this morning is coming in at $2.96. BNB Binance coin is $879. This thing is climbing. Now Solana, next up 1K, then the 5K. Just throwing it out there. I issued a 10 Solana challenge, 10 for $100. And I actually took a big risk on Solana. I've been taking risks since, since my career started in crypto. But the thing is, I remember when Solana crashed big time on us. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, it went from $100 to $2,500. Then that $2,500 went back to about $100. And I was like, man, should I reissue the challenge for those that may have missed the Solana challenge? Because reissuing the challenge, there it is. It dropped. I'm telling you, first it was 10 for 100. Even less than that. You could have got more than 10 for 100. When it got $10, that's when I said, I'm going to issue 10 for 100. But the thing is, first it was $5, $6, $7, $8. And then when we hit about $8, I'm like, man, people are going to miss this run. I was like, let me issue the 10 for 100 on Solana. But I remember it was like, oh, we're buying all day for $5, $6, $7, $8. But anyway, that 10 shot up to $236 per Solana, $200 per soul. So $100 turned into $2,000. But then SBF got in trouble. And the next thing you know, Solana crashed hard. It crashed all the way back to $8. Yep, there it is. $9, $8, $9. Under 10. It was under 10. So I said, man, I'm going to reissue the Solana challenge for those that may have missed it. 10 for 100. Let's do it again. Because I did all the research and found out that Sam Bankman really didn't tie to Solana other than investing in it. So I said he just knew that Solana was a big deal. He had no ties to Solana. So I said, I'm going to reissue that challenge. 10 for 100. Bam! Next thing you know, it rocketed again. Went to $2,000, up from $100 again. So I issued the Solana challenge multiple times at just the right time. And I'm here to tell you, even if you drop 200 on Sol, you're going to go to 1,000 to 2,000 to 3 to 5 on Solana. Dogecoin's at 23 cents. Tron top 10, 33 cents. ADA, which is Elizabeth's favorite token, is at 86 cents. Now, ADA is not Elizabeth's favorite token. I'm just messing around. Hyperliquid. The hell's Hyperliquid? That's all the way up to the top 11. I'm kind of curious. How you break into the top 20 like that? That's interesting. Okay, circulating supply is 333 million. Now, that could be a sign. 333 million. Let's see. $11. Okay, that's not bad. I'll get back to you on the Hyperliquid. Chainlink. Shout out to the Link Marines. Spot 12, $23. Chainlink is going to be a big deal. XLM, 37 cents. Stellar, don't sleep on Stellar. Bitcoin Cash, the real Bitcoin. Avalanche, AVAX, backed by Coinbase. HBAR, big time connections with HBAR, big time partnerships. Chronos Chain, CROs at 25 cents. That's a big. Chronos is going to $1 and beyond. Polkadot, same creators of Ethereum created Polkadot parachains. Don't sleep on that. Uniswap's backed by Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z. There's an A16Z meme on crypto.com I'll be watching. World Liberty Financial, a Trump token, next stop, top 10. Don't sleep on Trump coin. WLFI is at 21 cents. Let's see. Oh, Ethereum Classic let me down multiple times. I always thought Ethereum Classic might do something just because Barry Silbert backed it. Ondo Finance, making big time connections. Kaz, Justin Crypto is really bullish on Casper. Shout out to Justin Crypto. Cosmos, many may not realize, but Chronos is built on top of Cosmos. VChain actually issued the VChain challenge. It's coming in at 0.02. That's kind of a correction, right? Because wasn't it 0.04? Algorand, ALGO. I told everybody Algorand was next on Coinbase before it got listed on Coinbase, and it was next on Coinbase. This right here, PUMP, FUN. I actually looked into this the other day. They're actually live and launching tokens on Solana and live at the same time. That's kind of interesting. Jupiter, or received a Jupe airdrop for trading Solana in the Phantom wallet. XDC, don't sleep on XDC. XDC is a big deal. OP, base is built on OP. Quant, don't sleep on Quant. PUSD is a big deal. One of the largest payment providers on the planet. Curve is XRP Boy's favorite token. GRT, Graph Protocol. I used to like Graph big time. Big time connections with Graph. Could be something big in the future. Floki, the Dogecoin millionaire, said he was selling all his Doge and he was bullish on Floki. Like Floki might still have an opportunity with all them zeros. Ratum, I actually issued the 333 challenge. Serum, Ratum, and Solana. Just going through those. Tezos. We used to earn big Tezos on Coinbase. Really interesting there. I thought Tezos would be a lot bigger than it was. See, so I wasn't always 1,000. Well, you know, I'm rarely wrong. Only sometimes. Let's start with this. Solana price prediction. Sol preparing for a massive eruption. Sol could be on the verge of its biggest rally this cycle. The market narrative is aligning in favor of the bullishness for Solana price predictions. While technicals outlook hinges, fundamentals continue to bolster the altcoins. For those who don't know what altcoin means, altcoin is alternative token other than Bitcoin. Alternative altcoin rise over the past month is up 7%. Solana, one of CKJ Crypto News' biggest calls, has positions at the forefront of TradeFi-driven market cycle with inclusion in corporate treasuries. That's what I'm saying. This is the big news for today, is they're starting to include cryptos and treasuries other than Bitcoin. There's a Solana treasury. Greg Vincent. Oh, Telcoin. I got a really good article for Telcoin momentarily, sir. Solana has been in a position at the forefront of TradeFi-driven market cycle with inclusion in corporate treasuries as a vehicle for both institutional and public markets to gain SOL exposure. The coming month stands to see even deeper TradeFi integration, with spot ETF issuers facing the final SEC decision deadline in October. Just 32 days left until the SEC's final deadline on the SOL spot ETF application. That's interesting. That could be one of the things that really push Solana to 1K easily. With these new touch points, demand could accelerate coming weeks. The U.S. Clarity Act, which stands to unlock sideline capital from institutions waiting on regulatory clarity. Yeah. Solana price prediction, sold at the crossroads between $1,000 or $150. 150, 1,000, whatever. It's going to 1,000. Solana teeters on the edge of a breakout. This soon pushes SOL closer to expecting rising wedge pattern. Okay, this would be the part where I have like the chart guy. If anybody does charts, want to come on the show twice a week, let me know. They'd be like, oh, SOL is escaping the rising wedge pattern that has held since mid-April and market bottom. The support trend line forming throughout the August now resets the upper boundary of the pattern as potential breakout setup. Yeah. You know what's crazy? I have a chart door built in without really going into the technicals. I can kind of look at the charts and say, oh, bull run time or not bull run time. We'll get back to that. Momentum indicators, however, lean bullish. The RSI bounced firmly into positive territory at the 60. Confirmation buyers are driving the current market. Yeah. Oh, when Solana rallies, these coins go parabolic. What's that? Zebec? Because Solana is built on what? Zebec's built on Solana. Solana has a history of starting surges in the meme coin market as the ecosystem that coined the term meme coin mania. With Solana staring down the potential 4x move, this momentum could return with the same 10x to 1000x gains. Who's ready for the gain train that birth coins like the Millennia or the Trump coin, which are also built on Solana. Interesting. Its purpose built. Okay. So now they're going to go in details on tokens, which I just kind of want to cover, like what Solana's been on fire. And actually, we'll get rid of that oracle too. Solana's been on fire. I actually had another Solana article about the sold treasuries, but maybe I shared that in Telegram. Bitcoin Treasury to top 1 million. Bitcoin as firms risk. Bitcoin Treasury's top 1 million. This is actually a really good read too. Okay, yeah. Bitcoin company just crossed monumental milestone. I'm telling you guys, one thing that really excites me about cryptocurrency is I often remember the days of just getting involved in crypto. Like, as far as, companies like Michael Saylor was the first one to say, okay, we'll put Bitcoin on our books. But everybody else thought he was nuts. Now 184 firms now hold over 1 million in Bitcoin. Imagine 184 companies. And we're probably going to be thousands of companies that's going to be holding Bitcoin on their books soon. And then other companies, now XP Market's starting an XRP treasury. Some companies are starting a Solana treasury. I think Gemini is damn near started a XRP treasury, even though it couldn't be it's like a yield program. But still, people are basically putting XRP and crypto aside for different things other than trading. Bitcoin treasury companies cross monumental milestone. 184 firms now hold over 1 million Bitcoin. Nearly 5% of all coins that will ever exist. Right now, even looking at $100,000 Bitcoin, you're still looking at a massive opportunity. Bitcoin's about to go to what, 5 million? Tell them Silver Days. Everybody smash the like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel in a big way. But the champagne is going flat as first treasury companies devalued its stock to avoid delisting from the New York Stock Exchange. The market watchers warn it must be just like the beginning. That's kind of interesting because of companies that's hopping on, are they hopping on too late? Or is it just the right time? We're starting to see digital asset company stock prices devour from the underlying crypto price, which is making investors question whether they are worthwhile investment. As far as, like, do you want to invest in stocks or do you want to invest in crypto? I'm leaning towards cryptocurrency because stocks really they have no volatility. You need volatility to be rich. Ain't that Michael Saylor even said that volatility is your friend if you want to get rich. He added, we will continue to see a downtrend on stocks. 1 in 3. Over 200 public companies now have accumulated Bitcoin, hoping to replicate the success of Michael Saylor's strategy. You know how many people are getting in crypto trying to duplicate the success of CKJ's 2021 100K challenges, or the 100K challenges in 2021 rocketed. And now we're hoping, now we can't wait to duplicate that success, which we will soon. I can feel it a mile away. Strategy stock has surged about 20-fold since the software company pivoted into the focus on buying Bitcoin in 2020. Strategy stock has surged about 20-fold. But while the amount of new firms buying Bitcoin for their balance sheet continues to balloon, in the past 30 days, 22 firms have begun a Bitcoin treasury strategy. 22 firms, past 30 days. Yeah. So everybody's duplicating duplicating what MicroStrategy is doing or BlackRock is doing. Clearly, everybody's getting involved in cryptocurrency. And most of these individuals were fudsters. Oh, crypto is fake. Crypto is not real. Oh, we would never hold crypto on our books. Now look at all the companies. 22 firms have started a Bitcoin treasury. Despite Bitcoin hitting an all-time high above 124,000 in August, heavy hitters like Strategy and Nakamoto Holdings, Jack Mahler's 21 Capital are down 12%, 50%, and nearly 27% over the past 30 days. That's kind of interesting, is like basically despite Bitcoin hitting all-time high, well, you can't really say, okay, just because Bitcoin's high, we're going to have a stock price increase. So basically, I think that's only giving exposure to crypto. So do you still want to buy the stock or do you want to buy the crypto? You want to buy the stock or do you want to buy the crypto? The problem is the Bitcoin Treasury playbook depends on shares trading at a premium to the underlying Bitcoin. The premium allows companies to issue new stock, buy more Bitcoin, and repeat. While it works, the money printer, when it doesn't, the companies face a stark choice. You know, it's crazy. When I first read the article and then I decided to read it to the stream, I just didn't really realize the thing is how much FUD is in this article, as far as like, okay, they're talking about all these companies that's listing Bitcoin for their treasury, but at the same time, they're talking about, you know, crypto treasuries days are numbered. Like, I mean, like, I just don't see that. As far as like, we've seen the success Michael Saylor had. He's constantly buying more Bitcoin, and this guy's saying Bitcoin treasury companies trading below market value. The problem is the Bitcoin treasury playbook depends on the shares trading a premium. See, I didn't really want to read too much more into this just because it's a fudder. It's going to FUD now. It says he reckons that most treasury companies' days are numbered. So I'll give you an example of the FUD. Why I don't want to continue this article, just because I believe that treasury is going to be a big deal as far as company holding crypto on their books. So lots of differences of opinions there. But I guess after I've been in crypto for 10 years, maybe my opinion is more correct, I believe. And I covered that one the other day. I'm not going to read that one right there. Actually, I kind of want to cover like the biggest topics of news today, just because to catch everybody on what's going on in the world of cryptocurrency. Just because it's changed so drastically from when I got involved. When I got involved, there was no, oh, Trumps are buying crypto. Oh, this company went public and they're involved in crypto. Like, companies are going public now with ties to crypto. It's like a brand new day in crypto. Trump's oldest son, American Bitcoin stake worth 1.5 billion. Let me go back one really quick. Trump's oldest son, Bitcoin stake worth 1.5 million. Trump's son's crypto book 1.5 billion stake in American Bitcoin. Trump family gains $1 billion from crypto in weeks. Trump family gains $1 billion in crypto. American Bitcoin and crypto value chain. Why Trump's so bullish on this? Eric Trump, Don Jr. stake in American Bitcoin soars. Eric Trump stake in American Bitcoin reaches 1.5 billion. And for those that don't know, American Bitcoin is like it's a public traded company that sells Bitcoin miners. Trump's son crypto gamble pays off big. Matter of fact, that's going to be like Elizabeth's crypto gamble pays off big. Well, I won't say it's a crypto gamble. Well, I mean, it depends if you're watching crypto convos or not. There's a lot of people that are scared to death on crypto convos. Oh my God, crypto is not real. It's too risky. Huh? Like a lot of these guests that she interviews, Crypto Compassion Chicago, like a lot of them aren't familiar with crypto at all. And they're like really, really nervous. So if you're nervous, you might miss this opportunity. But the Trumps ain't nervous. They're all in. U.S. President Donald Trump family grows their crypto business interest. A company tied to his two oldest sons more than doubled in value in the stock market. The stake went over $1 billion. Its first day trade on NASDAQ, the shares of American Bitcoin Corp. Bitcoin miners soared. Eric Trump and Don Trump Jr. now owns a 20% stake in American Bitcoin. And according to the report, crypto ventures has become an important driver of growth of potential crypto ventures. Crypto is on fire. The crypto space is on fire. Do not miss this opportunity. The critics claim the Trump family has often profited from the crypto at the same time when the president is easing regulation and enforcement on the industry. I mean, come on. That's like black and white right there in your face. Like, what? Trump's easing regulation and the Trump sons are buying into crypto. Like, what's going on here? Is this a conflict of interest? I mean, this kind of reminds me of something, actually. I've been actually all weekend, I've been deep down the rabbit hole on a lot of different things. Because I'm always saying on this show that I'm not sure if anything is real. If we're actually taught any truth to anything. Like, as far as I mean, I even went as far as, I'm not trying to go conspiracy right now, but as far as the map of the world, they're saying how the map of the world is completely wrong. America is supposed to be like the tiniest out of all of them. And these other nations are way bigger, but they make America look bigger just because it's like so much manipulation in the map. You know, I'm not trying to go too conspiracy because I didn't write all this stuff down and it might not make sense what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm not going to get off topic with that as far as the maps and all that. I just been down the rabbit hole in a lot of different things as far as what's real and what's not real. As far as, I'm not going to get into that. That's too conspiracy right now. I'm not going to get into that. What I'm going to get into is the legendary Team Green is here. Staking Big Bully in the building. Right there. Bam. What up, Team Green? Good to see you. Team Green and Mr. Zam. Yo, bro, green finger, red finger. Smash that like, comment, subscribe. Means the world. I appreciate that. I will get into this, though, as far as we'll stay focused today. XP Market created a development fund. Here it is. XP Market is launching $1 million ecosystem development fund. I wonder if I can, let me see. You still see it right there. XP Market is launching $1 million ecosystem development fund to back projects building on XRPL, offering capital, platform credits, and liquidity to help teams launch, scale, and reach users. Learn more about reading the most recent article. No, I think the reason they shared that is because the thing is Ripple is announcing a 1 billion XRP program. Okay, that's kind of interesting right there. I was about to say, hold up, because I always questioned about that too. As far as like, okay, Ripple X, and this post is from 2022. And I used to say that too, as far as like when I first got involved with cryptocurrency, it was all about building on open source technology and what can we build. And I kind of beat that drum for a long time. And then Ripple used to fund all these different programs, fund this, fund that. Now, has XRPL grants still providing grants? Or they stopped providing grants? Okay, because here goes last call for XRPL grants, and that was in 2022. So it's just kind of weird. Did the initiative change over time as far as like building? And now we're just focused on moving money, because the XRPL grant was a big thing when there was no real partnerships or real money movement. But now that XRP is not a security, are they back to focusing on just partnerships, or is it still about developers? Just asking. This funding will help launch Accelerate the program, DeFi program, DeFiversity. No, I think XP Market might have been a grant recipient. I'm not sure. I can't recall. XP Market is now launching $1 million ecosystem development fund. That's kind of interesting. And here's the actual read of it right here. XP Market is announcing $1 million ecosystem development fund for projects building on XRP Ledger and contributing to the XP Market ecosystem. The fund mixes capital, platform credits, and liquidity so teams can launch and reach users. Why we're doing this? XP Market has been an XRPL native project for almost 4 years. No way, 4 years? Damn, time flies. In that time, we have learned how to build on XRPL, how to grow a sustainable way, and where retail users get real value. Ripple's 1 billion XRP grant program raised our confidence in XRPL's long-term development and was one of the reasons we chose this network over other chains. We later received a grant. That's what I thought. XP Market did get a grant. We later received a grant and went through the accelerator, which helped us ship faster and smarter. And now it's time to give back. What the fund covers: the fund supports XRPL projects, also connects with XP Market ecosystem. This is not a strict requirement, but will prioritize work that brings value to XRPL and the whole XP Market user. This is right here, guys, is one thing I was kind of excited about, is being a pioneer in new asset class. There's like so much opportunity in crypto. Whether you're going to build on XP Market, whether you want to build on Solana, whether you want to build a protocol, whether you want to think of something that you create or invent, like right now is your time to brainstorm and be creative and get involved in this new asset class. And there is grant programs and recipients out here that will help you develop your idea. Would you like to be full-time crypto? Bradley C. What up, sir? Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to TKJ Crypto News. I am the Hidden Gem Hunter. Oh, I thought, okay, Joe Katz is back at it again today. Did Joe Katz change his PFP again? Because I noticed something really interesting yesterday. And actually, I'm going to go to my likes to show you. Let me see. I'll go to my likes really quick. Okay, don't forget the link. Here goes the link to the XP Market. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, looks much like the Pisces sign. Shout out to all the Pisces. Pisces. Where's all my Pisces at? Pisces gotta be the greatest sign out of all of them. It's got to be the most friendliest, happiest, outgoing, passionate, motivated, greatness in your DNA. Ripple and Wells, 33 days of Ripple and XRP dot connecting. The XRP logo, many may not know. Many know me for a great interest in the riddles. Yeah, this is the Ripples and Wells. He's always covered the Bearable Guy riddles. It's a really cool, super smart dude. Ciphers and dot connecting. Over the next 32 days, I'm going to take you all into my world and show you the hidden world of symbols and dot connecting. There's no other company or blockchain digital asset with such incredibility deep that the occult referring a symbol that of the Ripple and XRP. It's incredible. Ripple is a very special company, and XRP is a very special digital asset. I remember what they changed actually the XRP logo when I was in crypto, because first it was like the spinner. Yeah, first it was the emoji spinner, and then they changed it to the X. So it actually did change when I was in crypto. Ripple is a very special company. XRP is a very special digital asset. We're going to discover some powerful clues left in the wild of changing world order where Ripple and XRP are at the inception. Today we look at XRP logo. So I'm actually not going to read all this because I have like 2 other articles I want to cover. But Ripples and Wells, I'll give you the link to this read, because Ripples and Wells is the OG in cryptocurrency, just like Team Green. Matter of fact, it was an amazing space. Oh yeah, that's right. Yesterday I was in the gym too, right when y'all was on the space. So that's why I was like, I didn't request the mic because I was in the gym at the time. But I was hitting the hearts and back in this. I was hitting the hearts and I was back in the space. But I didn't want to grab the mic because I don't know. I just felt like you guys were doing such a great job. Oh, but shout out to Island Ghost. She was giving me major love. Mr. Zam, Team Green. I do appreciate that support there. I think it was like right towards the end. Plus, you were about to end, and I could tell you were trying to get out of there too. So I was like, I'm not going to come in there and start talking up a storm. But yeah, guys, Team Green, Mr. Zam, have an amazing space Fridays and Sundays. Fridays and Sundays, an amazing space. CKJ, Jay Currency made me that. Jay Currency's a legend. Okay, let me go back real quick. Okay, this could be the space right here, Mr. Zam. Yep, Sunday Sheesh, blockchain and tech, right here. Here's the link for the space. If you guys missed the space completely, Team Green and Mr. Zam, they know their stuff. Team Green, okay, they actually call him Steak and Bake Bully over there on Twitter too. That's one thing about people's names. Team Green, Steak and Bake Bully, Space Host Ambassador. The Staker. Oh, Bulls family #1. Damn. Yeah, I dropped the bull on there. ETHZillas. That's one of my likes. Okay. XRP QFST team. Okay, Alpha line from Zebec right here. I said, woke up this morning, what do I see? Zebec melting portfolios globally. Good God, that post is on fire. 72 likes. I'll put that with the Pink Floyd beat. Down, 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 down. Shout out Alpha line. D Stellar. Oh, we covered this the other day. I shared this, which could have been controversial, but I don't think so anymore. He's basically, the charges were dropped. So, of course, they were lying. Of course, they were lying. When you're great, they hate. And they always try to discredit your character when you're like so smart or handsome, you're on fire. Which I experienced that before. Hate out of the blue when you're on fire. Anybody who thinks a lifestyle like this comes easy, it's not. You have to dedicate yourself to endless work, which must be required to prove to God that you deserve to be a main character on earth is a fool if you think that God is not waiting for somebody to put their hand up and say, look, I worked harder than the rest. I worked harder than all of them. I found crypto before all of them. I was here since 2016, putting in all that work. I'm ready to be a main character. Please, God bless me. That's what I'm not gonna say his name out loud. So Tate, so yeah, right there. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I just happened to run across it. Michael Saylor says live on CNBC that Bitcoin will go up 30% a year for the next 20 years. And I'm telling you guys, to have crypto talk like this on television was unheard of when I got involved in crypto. Strategy beats Q2 earnings estimates. Bitcoin stockpile valued at $73 billion. Look, he put $73 billion on Bitcoin. You realize if Bitcoin was to flop right now, like the repercussions, I mean, come on, the Trumps followed suit. Everybody's following suit. I actually even read an article as soon as the stream started about this, as far as the crypto treasuries. And actually, I think I shared a lot more Telegram. Sell right there. How do we know who to trust? HBAR. Consensus service solves one of the digital economy's biggest challenges. Don't sleep on HBAR. Stronghold Japan, how SHX is transforming the future of cryptocurrencies. SHX sounds coming from Japan. Putting it to rest, JP Morgan will more than likely integrate with Zebec, payroll and payment infrastructure of the future. Designs and collaborations emerge in Zebec's traditional finance integrations. Zebec has now been expanding into conventional payroll services through its subsidiary Payroll Growth Partners, PDP, which acquires and modernizes payroll companies. In this context, JP Morgan appears to serve as a banking integration partner, according to an official mid-2023 announcement. PGP users JP Morgan as bank partners for its payroll operations. This implies that Zebec technology for streaming payments and real-time payroll is integrated with JP Morgan's banking infrastructure. Hey, I'm just covering what I ran across. Just the messenger. Payroll is integrated with JP Morgan banking infrastructure. See, I think Team Green integrated Zebec into the Team Green carpet clean team payroll infrastructure. That's what I heard. Everybody's integrating Zebec into their payroll. Bam. Yeah. ACH wires. No, I'm just joking with that. I don't want to say, oh, what? Team Green integrated Zebec. Kathy Wood says trillions worth of institutions are coming to crypto. We have barely got started. Get them, Kathy. They have given the green light to crypto. Trillions of dollars is about to flow into crypto. Are you ready? We're ready. Oh, Fedwire has flipped to ISO 20022, becoming the language of money. Most people didn't notice, only few do, but the Bulls family is about to benefit. Fedwire has flipped ISO. 20022 is becoming the language of money now. A big good video. Tammy Camp is coming in from, well, they got SHX Japan now. Let me see. Where did I put this one Telcoin article? Here it is right here. Oh, okay. No wonder I didn't really click on those. Okay. Here's the article that Matt Ossie shared in our Telegram. I've been seeing a lot of chatter about X on peak cycle and how the economy looks late cycle. So I wanted to tackle this head on to share a few thoughts of my own. A classic late cycle economy typically has the following ingredients. So he basically talks about the cycles of crypto. Towards the end, it starts talking about how we are in the early cycle. People think they may have missed the opportunity, but we are at the beginning cycles of the biggest bull run in history. Yeah, it's actually a really long read, but not that long a read, but I guess I can cover some of it. Now, I could add more to this, but when you scroll all these inputs and turns into the signals, here's what you get. Data using ISM, FIB, BLS, AAA, conference board has viewed this as a picture remains very subdued. We're just not even close to the euphoric levels. Are you ready for this? Team Green. Team Green knows. ZBCN needs to be used for payroll. Tell them Team Green. What up, Devon? NRG, 51-month member. Happy Monday, sir. And of course, you know, I don't know if he just showed up, but I was actually sharing a Telegram today, showing everybody all the amazing news. Oh, here go Bullish Sharon. Bullish Sharon actually shared some good information for Sunday. Sunday blessings and gratitude. May this Sunday fill your heart with gratitude. Let every moment remind you of the abundant joys and blessings in your life. Cherish these gifts with the Bullish Sharon and our Telegram. Also, Devon and RG drops crypto convos. Don't want to miss that. It's important. Okay, here it is right here. We're just not even close to the euphoric levels we've seen in late in business cycles when everything listed above is stretched to the extremes. Peak cycles is when ISM rolls over the 60 plus. However, based on the full set of indicators, the data is pointing to something very different. This does not look like the above trend late cycle economy. It looks much more like the early cycle economy trying to build momentum. Talking about crypto. Another really important factor is a key reason we believe that the ISI and the sentiment will grind higher this year and into 2026 is the sheer scale of central banks easing the rate cuts. Right now, nearly 90% of central bankers are cutting rates. This is extraordinary. And on a forward-looking basis, it's a massive tailwind for the business cycle. For my playbook, time, start, and late cycle, this is the early. He basically, after you read this, it goes into this is the early cycle. Like you thought, like the euphoria from 2021 and the market was on fire then, that's nothing compared to what's coming. This isn't the late cycle, it's the early cycle. Growth up, inflation down, micro spending soon transitioning into mid-cycle. So right now we're still in the early cycles of crypto and business. Lives will change. So I think actually, so I said the greatest transformation of wealth is just getting started. And Matt Ossie shared that in our Telegram. Thank you, Matt. You're a legend, bro. I appreciate that, sir. Here's our Telegram. Oh, Devon's in there. Devon knows. I think I actually shared the wrong article. This is the one I think I meant to share. Yeah, this is actually the one I meant to share right here. Last thing. Ford Industries stock skyrockets as firm pivots into being a Solana treasury. So now there's Solana treasuries. Like I told the World Slam going to 1K, 5K. Ford Industries will shift its business into cryptocurrencies, treasury focused on Solana. The provider, thank you, Devon, the provider of design service for medical and tech firms will get a $1.65 billion infusion from crypto-based companies and its largest shareholder to build the reserve. Last month, the former 180 Life Science also moved to be a cryptocurrency treasury. Ford Industries, Ford, shares rose 70% on Monday morning as the provider of a design service for medical and technology sectors becoming the latest company to completely shift its business into becoming a cryptocurrency treasury. Ford Industry announced it's receiving a $1.65 billion investment to initiate a Solana-focused digital asset treasury strategy, which it said aligns with its fastest growing Solana ecosystem. Zebec runs on Solana. CKJ issued a Solana challenge. The company explained that the funds were coming through a private investment offering led by Galaxy Digital. Who's that? Mike Novogratz, right? Galaxy Digital is Mike Novogratz, GLXY, which is also partners with Ripple. Mike Novogratz, Ripple back in the day. Jump Crypto, Multi-Chain Capital. It added one of the biggest shareholders is CM Capital Partners also participating. You know, back in the day, guys, that's how I know Galaxy Digital is Mike Novogratz. Because back in the day, like Galaxy Digital was really bullish on XRP. So I actually did all the research on Mike Novogratz, but I like to actually check these companies out. Like Jump Crypto? What's Jump Crypto? Let's just Google that. We're going to get out of here. Oh, CEO Michael Pruitt said in a new strategy underscores our conviction and the long-term potential of Sol and our commitment to building shareholder value directly and participating in the growth. So let's just say Jump Crypto, for example, how I would do my research back in the day. I was like, oh, what the hell is Jump Crypto? Paste Jump Crypto. That's a public traded company. Jump Crypto is a division of Jump Trading Group, is a global leader in Web3 infrastructure development and investment. Interesting. So I believe what this is a public traded company now. That's starting a crypto treasury. Reintroducing Jump Crypto. Jump Crypto is an experienced team, builders, developers, and traders who are excited about the proposal of Web3 on blockchain. So that I can really give you much more answer than that. Writing, thinking. Oh, saying beware of scams. That's interesting. So Jump Crypto. So it's just an example of companies that are traded on public companies. The company explained that their funds are going through a private investment and a public equity. Private investment, public equity. Offering led by Galaxy Digital. Multi-chain capital. Okay. Just last month, biotech company formerly known as 180 Life Science announced it was shifting its business to Ethereum Treasury. And it changed its name to ETHZilla. Yeah, and I actually pulled that article up too. Formerly known as 180 Life Science announced it was shifting. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to go to that one, but I did pull it up. Similar strategy, MicroStrategy, as MSTR, has adopted a Bitcoin treasury strategy and has become the largest corporate holder of the biggest cryptocurrency. That's kind of interesting right there. You know what's kind of interesting? Now you can buy stocks on crypto.com too. Oh, actually, my phone died. So you can go to upholdorcrypto.com and buy MicroStrategy, ETHZilla. And there goes ETHZilla. They're creating an ETH strategy. ETHZilla follows strategy playbook with Ethereum Treasury. Its stock is soaring. Y'all see everything going on in the world of crypto? Thank you, Elizabeth. Tell them, Scotty, with the membership. I appreciate that, sir. Let's go IBF, which is International Bullish Family, the oldest family of cryptocurrency. Shares of the former 180 Life Sciences. Now imagine shares are soaring because now they're a crypto treasury. Before, nobody even knew who you was. Now that you're involved in crypto, we all know who you are now. Nope. See, Scotty 1269 didn't know who 180 Life Science was. Now that they created Ethereum Treasury and they rebranded their name to ETHZilla from watching Bullzilla through his daily show on CKJ Crypto News, now everybody wants Barzillas, Bullzilla. Now you got ETHZilla. Okay. And we'll pursue an Ethereum Treasury strategy. The stock jumped 70%. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency. Lives will change. 70% Wednesday morning before pouring back. The shares were up 5% in recent trading. The company, which was originally formed to focus on development of therapeutics and chronic pain, now says it's getting involved in crypto. Okay. It says it holds almost 350 million in Ether. What the hell? The company, which was developing therapeutics, is now focusing on Ethereum. How do you make that change? And then plans to buy more. The price of Ethereum hovered at near all-time high on Wednesday, around $4,700. I wish my uncle would have got one at 1,000, or like I told people, get one at 300 Ethereum, and added close to half its value in 2025. Is their optimism. Over 4,000 has added close to half its value in 2025. Yeah, that's true. About more crypto-friendly regulatory environment under the Trump administration. Yeah. The move by ETHZilla, which counts billionaire Peter Thiel. Okay, no wonder. The move by ETHZilla, and actually I did some research on Peter Thiel yesterday, because when Peter Thiel first backed Facebook, he made big money on that. The move by ETH, I think he said he only put like 500,000 on Facebook or 200,000, and it turns like 20 million. The move by ETHZilla, which counts in Peter Thiel as its backers, echoes the playbook from MicroStrategy, was also known as MicroStrategy, which became the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin in its treasury. The price of Bitcoin is up to record highs, 121,000. Shares of strategy have also climbed to record highs. Anybody who gets involved in cryptocurrency hit record highs. Okay, there goes our Telegram. Guys, this is our Telegram right here. Make sure you guys join our Telegram. We also have ETHZilla Telegram. Oh, ETHZilla is on fire this morning, up 4% on the daily. ETHZilla is on fire. Smashing in Texas. Man, this show is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. Aries over here. Well, I think I'm an Aries and a Pisces, right? I was born on the cusp, March 20th. No, it's March 20th. It's born on the cusp. So I'm like, well, it's the day between. What if your mom had like a regular? What if your mom didn't have a regular birth and she had a C-section? So you could have been here on the 22nd, but it's really since you came out early, you're born on the 20th. Is that the cusp? Yeah, the 20th.
Yeah, mine's the last day too, but I'm not Pisces.
Oh no, you don't want to claim Pisces. If you're smart, you would claim Pisces, not what, Aquarius. Yeah, no, you want to be a Pisces. Aquarius is suck. So Aquarius is suck. No, I'm just joking with you. Just joking. Pisces. Here goes the symbol of the Pisces right here. Pisces. Yeah, we're taking over Pisces. True Ducal, much love. Better late than never. That's perfect timing, sir, because if you can smash that thumbs up, then that will be amazing. ETHZilla, all thumbs up matters. Here's ETHZilla. Okay, if you go to ETHZilla, Ripples and what's right here, I shared his really good article. 32 days, 33 days of Ripple and XRP dot connecting. Oh, the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of humanity has taken place. Hodl XPF. XPF location, XP market. Okay. Bam. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Devon and RGA. Happy Monday. Well, thank you big time for your highlighted membership message. And I think if you guys remember, once a month you get a highlighted membership message. So it's like a super chat, but it's just like a message. So make sure you guys, how can they access the highlighted membership message, Devon? They gotta like, I'm not sure. How would you, how do you guys, how do you access your highlighted membership message? Kathy Wood, rise and shine. Great wealth transfer time. Last questions is if you can share that Telegram link, greatly appreciate it, Elizabeth. And how do you access some highlighted membership messages? Maybe somebody wants to access them. Well, actually, I didn't change this over. I do that too. Because I always want to change this during the stream. And then I go back and it's like the same one the whole stream. Especially when I try to make a clip or something. I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Crypto News. I am the Hidden Gem Hunter, the Portfolio Melter, documenting my journey. Okay, let me show you one more thing before we go. I'll show you one more thing. Did I share it? That's interesting. Oh, 90-day fit. This is me in the gym yesterday. Give it to him, sir. '90-day fitness challenge, baby. I think we covered everything we have to cover. Oh, you know what? Let me show you one more thing before we go. Oh, my iPad died, so I guess it's time to go. Make sure you guys smash the like, comment, and subscribe. Because I think we're going to have multiple surprise live streams this week. This week, we're going to have multiple surprise live streams. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We go live every single day at 1. Or I'm going to try to go earlier this week without really saying anything or any promises. And then once I can prove to myself I can do it, then we'll start going live earlier this week. I meant to go live at 12 today, but we still went live before 1. So, matter of fact, you know what we should do? Every day this week, we should go live an hour earlier. So tomorrow's going to be 12. Wednesday, it's going to be 11. Thursday, it's going to be 10. Friday, we're going to go live at 9 a.m. See, I got to speak it into existence. Make sure you guys smash that like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do not miss the greatest show in the history of humanity.